Hey, why doesn't anyone want to play kumite with me?
With all due respect, I think it's a bit harsh to ask an ordinary person to fight against a gorilla.
What do you mean, a gorilla?
It means that the strength of you has already exceeded that of the people we have gathered here.
Then it can be me alone versus all of you.
I'm afraid that would still be no match for you.
I just want to fight! I want to fight! 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 Fight!
Well, how about trying a real battle? It is problematic for the daughter of this family to go around selling fights, but if it is self-defense, there won't be any problem.
That's it! I should get someone to fight with me.
As you can imagine, I am in my position. But I can't condone your dressing up like a delinquent.
I see. So, if I pretend to be a nerd and catch a delinquent, I'm allowed to beat him up in self-defense.
There is also a term called excessive defense. Well, our family lawyers are excellent.
We'll get right on it. Do a more thorough investigation of that nerd business.
Understood.
Thus, Ayano Koji, decided to transfer to a high school that is rumored to be full of delinquents. Of course, hiding my true identity. Nice. Very nice school. Many people in this class look like they are trying to be as bad as possible. Oh no, I shouldn't. I gotta stop smirking. Now I have to perfectly act like a nerd and stimulate their fighting spirit.
Oh, I'm Muto. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Yeah, what a picture-perfect nerd. Lucky me. All my luck is coming my way. With him, I can use him as an example of how to behave as a nerd. Plus, I can use him to attract bad people. To protect my friend is a great reason. Okay, I should think about getting along with him first. Muto, if you don't mind, could you show me around the school?
Oh, I see. You just transferred to this school, right? Okay.
Sorry, thanks. Well, to be honest, I'm relieved to have someone like Muto next to me. There are a lot of people who seem kind of scary.
Well, our school is not very flattering place to be, so it's not very safe.
Okay. That's what we're here for. So we don't want them to be all nice people.
Well, as long as you stay away from some of the dangerous areas, I don't think you'll get into any trouble.
Are these dangerous areas? That's it! Tell me about that area. I want to wander around so much and get into fights.
Yes, I'd stay away from the back of the gymnasium, the second athletic club building, and the restrooms on the third floor of the West Wing because they are hangout areas for those scary kids.
That's scary. Okay, I'll go there after school. I was able to dive into the best environment in the best way possible. That's what I honestly thought at this point. I'm not getting attacked! There hasn't even been a sign of a battle in the past week.
Reality doesn't always work out the way you want it to.
Why? My nerd acting should be perfect. I spend a good amount of time with Muto-kun, and I even hang around near dangerous areas.
If I may say, your aura of strength oozes out and cannot be hidden.
What? Are you saying my acting is bad?
No. I have heard that a reasonably strong person can sense the strength of an opponent by intuition. Or perhaps they instinctively sense the strength of yours and are very wary of you.
What am I supposed to do about that?
At this point, why don't you broaden your target? A neighborhood of a rough school is not a safe neighborhood. You might also consider criminals and hoodlums outside the school.
Well, maybe. Spread the rumor around the school neighborhood. A young lady from a good family is attending that school unprotected. And without an escort.
Yes, okay. Except the burden of us having to set up a security system in case of emergency. It would be an excellent idea.
You have a lot to say.
Ayano Koji, you dropped your wallet. Is thick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was careless.
I know it's none of my business, But you shouldn't bring too much money with you. Some people might get upset if they see the money.
Thank you for your concern. That's the purpose. And by the way, this guy is really good. Since such a man is able to have a normal life, maybe the school is not as rough as it seems. In any case, the operation is already in the next phase. Now, you delinquents who are blinded by this money, come at me quickly.
Ayano Koji, where did she go? I wonder if she's gone home already. She disappears from sight every now and then. Oh, by the way, do you know Mr. Waruo?
Is that Mr. Waruo, who is an alumnus of this school and has a lot of bad stories about him?
Yeah, I heard that Mr. has some kind of big money-making plan and is gathering people.
Really? Are you going to go along with that?
No, I'll pass. Kidnapping girls from our school, no matter how rich he is, it's too dangerous.
What? Is he gathering people and openly talking about such a crime?
Yeah. It's too public to get on board.
Shouldn't we tell the police?
If it's before the crime is committed, I'm sure he can get away with it as much as we want, and I don't want him to say we tipped off the police afterwards.
Ah, sure.
Kidnapping rich girls. That's Ayano Koji-san no matter how you think about it. This is indeed not good. This is...
How did it go?
Very well. Some of the people we sent out the information to have a bite, and they're gathering people to kidnap you.
How many people are gathering now?
According to the report, about 30 people.
30-1. That's good. Even if it's a small group, 30 can be a main dish. I still think I should hold out until I get to the hideout. It would be a waste if I messed up on the way and missed the majority of the main base.
I'm sorry to interrupt your happy fantasy, but we have received word of an emergency.
What a timing!
Someone has broken into the hideout of the criminals.
Isn't this the 31st or something?
But it seems that there's a situation that's causing a stir.
What? What is that? Someone is trying to steal my fun!
I don't know the details, but that may be the result.
You've got to be kidding! You should head over there right now!
Yes. There's not as many people as I thought there would be. I think a rich person would have at least a bodyguard, though I'd like to have more people. Especially, none of them came from my school.
Well, there is a strange rumor about your school, isn't there?
Rumor?
Well, there is a very strong guy who is not a delinquent, and he has beaten up all the students, and they have become quiet.
Really? If I get the money, I'll beat him up for the sake of my school.
Very good. Love for the school indeed.
Right? I'm really attached to my school.
Sorry to interrupt the excitement, but is this the meeting place of the bad guys who are planning to kidnap?
Oh, who the hell are you?
This is no place for honor students. Looks like this is the place. Either you stop doing bad things and break up, or I'll beat you up and you'll have to quit. Whichever you prefer, you trash.
Are you the one of the strange rumors, you? Hey, I know the order is reversed, but I'm going to beat you up just to cheer you up.
Muto-kun, hey! What have you done?
Ayano Koji-san, you can't come here.
Shut up! What are you doing to the main dish that people have taken the trouble to prepare?
What? What on earth are you talking about?
I'm telling you to mind your own business. I was going to beat them all up deliciously. What's with this guy? Maybe he is stronger than me?
What is this sense of familiarity of Ayano Koji-san? The blow is heavy, and this movement is that of a well-trained person. Maybe she's stronger than me.
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
I want to know.
Really? What are you?
Aren't you just a nerd?
Hey, Muto! Why don't you come over to my house today? My mom and dad both have things to do tonight, and they won't be home.
I don't want to. I'm sure you are going to ask me to fight for real, or to partner with me in Komite anyway. Since then, Ayano Koji-san has never thought about fighting a real battle with a delinquent or anything weird like that. Instead, she started pestering me to have a serious fight with her. I just want to have a peaceful school life, so why is this happening?
Why not? Don't you want to decide who's the best?
Nowadays, even fighting game characters don't say that.
It's not fair that you got all the delinquents in this school first.
What kind of accusation is that?
I'll pay you if you fight me.
I don't need your money.
What? You expect me to pay you with my body?
You don't have to pay me in the first place.
Then how can you fight me?
I said I won't fight. They're doing it again today, those two.
The strongest gorillas are getting along well with each other.
But does that woman really just want to fight Age-san? I think she has some other reasons.
Is that so? Well, nobody's going to approach those two anyway, so anything won't get in the way.
That's right. It seems that this school is peaceful today, except for me, who is being followed around by a very strong girl.
I'm Eiji Katagiri. Someone in my class is speaking badly of me.
The book beater is desperate and disgusting.
I am desperate, so I don't mind being disgusting. To tell you the truth, my family is poor. But they said, don't think about working and just study. They let me go to this high school. My parents want me to go to college, so I must do my best. So I don't mind what they call me.
In the next round, why don't we have the loser do a penalty game? Sounds nice. Okay. Then what about the loser has to ask the book beater out? Wow, that's harsh. Otherwise, it's not a penalty game at all. Hey, let me join you. Yikes, Shizuka. Why, Shizuka?
As she is a lone wolf, it was a very rare development. She is Shizuka Okami. She doesn't hang around with anybody. Even a guy like me who doesn't have any connection with the bad boys heard her incredible saga. What I heard is that when she was surrounded by 30 punks from other schools, she beat them all down on the floor and she was unharmed.
Just distribute the cards. Yes.
There are some stories that she destroyed the Yakuza's office all by herself.
3 cards change. No hands. Looks like I've lost. Huh? But if you didn't change your cards, you had a royal straight. You heard about it, right? Go out with me.
Why are you doing this?
Stop griping. I said come with me.
Okay.
It's that I wanted to thank you.
Huh? Why?
You talked to Nakamura, the homeroom teacher. You said that I didn't cheat in the exam. Nakamura took a jab at me. He said that I threatened you to cover me.
That might have put you into trouble instead. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I was grateful that you believed in me.
It was obvious. Actually, Okami-san has good grades. She's always ranked at the top of the exam results that are posted in the school. Especially this time. She and I were fighting for the top position while pulling far ahead of the one behind us. There are many rumors about her, and the teachers are suspecting that she is cheating on the exams. Therefore, the teachers prepare complicated questions in order to avoid cheating. Okami-san and I can solve such questions. This is the reason we are pulling far ahead of the one behind us. Since you're competing with me, I knew that you're able to solve those complicated questions. I don't think those questions cannot be answered by cheating. You have to be steadily studying.
Exactly.
It's the teacher's problem who don't understand the fact. They get confused by the rumors.
You're right. You're a good guy. You're a good boyfriend. Just as I expected you to be.
Huh? This is a penalty game. But do you want to date me for real?
Although it was a penalty game, I confessed my feelings. Moreover, when I said to go out with me, you said okay.
Oh, but that was a reply when you asked me to come with you. I thought that the penalty game and confession were just an excuse to talk to me. Oh, she's glaring at me. She has a scary look in her eyes, but she's also blushing, which is cute.
It's not like that. I just needed drive like that to talk to you. Moreover, I didn't mind if it was a penalty game or not. I just didn't want anybody there to ask you out.
Okay, then first, why don't we study together? Please teach me the science subjects you're good at. I think I can teach you humanities subjects. We have to keep studying now.
Oh, that sounds nice. Studying together was one of my high school dreams.
Well, hearing those rumors, it was hard for her to find someone to study with. After that, I went home with Okami-san and we studied in the vacant classroom and library. It's not that I got a girlfriend, but rather a comrade working for the same goal. I might have been tired of studying all alone. What I am grateful for is that there are few people who disturb my study and tease me. If they did something to me, Okami-san will get mad. I think they worried about this.
Oh, here. For this, you should apply this mathematical formula.
As I thought, Okami-san's good grades are real. Her words might be a little rough, but she certainly knows where people might find it difficult and can prove sufficient explanation.
You're really smart. You only need to be explained once and you can thoroughly understand it.
I also learned in class once.
No, this question is 30 times more twisted than the one we learned in class.
I think you are smart because your explanation is easy to understand.
Well, it's that...
Hey, Okami-san, are you really a punk?
If I said I'm not a punk, are you going to believe me?
I think I'll accept it. Well, on the other hand, I think you'd better stop wearing such a long skirt and dress observing the school regulations.
I can't help it. This is a hand-me-down from my mother who used to be the leader of a female gang in this school. My mom raised me by herself and we were poor. When I tried to alter the skirt, she almost hit me saying, "Don't change the length of the skirt. That is filled with my memory."
The school uniforms are expensive. I know since we're not rich either.
You too? I was wondering why you didn't go to a better high school. So now I understand why.
The public school was near my house. I don't have to go to an expensive private school since I can study anywhere I want.
Wow, we're two of a kind, I guess.
You can say so.
Well, since I was raised in such a family and I have a nasty look like this, people are afraid of me and think I'm picking a fight when I did nothing.
So the rumor that you've beaten up 30 punk guys from other schools is not real?
They all got food poisoning and went down. They might have picked up something on the ground, or they were too embarrassed to wet their pants when they're already high school students. They might have thought it's better to have it than get beaten up by me.
What about the story that you destroyed the Yakuza's office?
I was troubled by a wannabe gangster who tried to pick a fight with me when he got out of his office. Coincidentally, a cop was passing and the wannabe gangster was holding something bad. Instantly, the office got raided and all of them were arrested.
I can't believe such a coincidence could happen.
I don't know. Most of the rumors about me go like this. I think I got some weird luck and I get saved at the last moment, but I get misunderstood.
Oh, I don't know if that is good or bad.
I've never picked a fight before.
I see.
Are you relieved to know that I'm not a punk?
Yup. Well, I didn't believe in those rumors in the first place. By the way, why are you glaring at me from the flow of this conversation?
I'm not glaring at you.
No, speaking in general, I think you are glaring at me.
I was holding myself from grinning because I'm happy that you understand me.
I get it. This is how you get misunderstood. After I started to study with Okami-san, my surroundings became surprisingly quiet. Needless to say, nobody played the penalty game to confess. Nobody would call me a book beater. I was grateful that I could concentrate on my study, but... Hey, is it you who became the boyfriend of the lone wolf? I rather get this kind of encounter. I'd like to have a few words with you, so come with me. You are violating the law, so I think you shouldn't... Don't worry. If you don't fight, I won't hit you. Also, it depends on the lone wolf. Sorry, it's her. We got to be on our guards. I need to tie your hands. Even though he's not physically attacking me, this is threatening. I understand that you're using me as a hostage, but do you have a grudge against Okami-san? I must prove who's the strongest person in this school. Do you have to? It might be hard for a model student to understand, even though I said that I'll hold a hostage, so you don't have to worry. Everybody is freaked out of the lone wolf and no one came. Oh, he's alone. Hey, you guys! Tell the lone wolf that I got him, so come to the back of the gym. Oh my, we're in trouble. I don't want to have Okami-san beaten up, but what should I do?
Eiji, are you alright?
Yeah, well, he tied up my hands. Don't do anything stupid. Hey, lone wolf, you don't want to see your boyfriend get hurt, right? I think I have no choice but to bluff so I can get away. By the way, if you try to beat up Okami-san, I'll become free. Do you have any plans for that? Huh? What can you do when you have your hands tied? In other words, you've only tied my hands, right?
What? Stop, Eiji, no! You said you don't want to cause any problems in high school.
Wow, Okami-san is following my lead. But what direction is she going to go? What am I supposed to be? As I said, I can't leave a girl alone.
You are going that far for me?
Oh, these guys are not just book beaters? Also, if that lone wolf fell in love with this guy, he might do something going on beyond. But what can he do with his hands tied? Kicking? Oh, I once heard that capoeira is a martial arts to fight when your hands are tied. No, that's not possible. This skinny guy's mastering capoeira, which is a minor martial arts in Japan. Damn, whoever this guy is, I'm that one who's been forced to the corner since there too, and I'm the only one. I didn't want to use such a dirty tactic. Today, I'll let you go. Huh? Can such a coincidence happen?
Eiji, are you alright?
Well, yeah, but what should we do with this?
Leave it? Well, we can't. Shall we put him in the nurse's office?
Yeah.
What was that? I don't know, but the book beater had his hands tied and did something. And Waruo fell down? Yeah, it looks like it. There was some distance between Shizuka. Huh? Then the book beater beats Waruo with a single punch and knocked him down? Wow!
Nobody teased us after that. We were able to study peacefully now. I heard a rumor that the strongest power got a partner, and now the pair is invincible. I think there is some misunderstanding there. Senpai, how much longer will it take to get there?
About 30 minutes, I think.
It still takes that long?
Come on, hang in there!
My name is Akira. I'm just an ordinary college student.
Come on! 1, 2, 3, 4!
And the girl walking in front of me, she's my senpai, Haruka-san. We're on our way to her parents' house in the countryside. I'm going there to greet her parents as Haruka-san's fake boyfriend.
Akira-kun, I can see it! That house there at the foot of the mountain!
I can see it, but it's still far away. How did I end up coming to this place? It goes back to a week ago.
Akira-kun, I have a favor to ask.
That day, I was summoned by Haruka-san to the club room of the travel group we're both in. I can't help but feel a touch of unease when I see her with a serious expression on her face.
I'd like you to come with me to my parents' house tomorrow.
To your parents' house?
You know, my parents have been telling me to come back to them after I graduated college and have an arranged marriage. I hated the idea, so I've been ignoring their calls for a long time. Then they told me they would stop sending me money if I didn't come back.
An arranged marriage? Is that even still a thing nowadays?
My parents live in a very rural area, so there are still customs like that. So I told them that I had a boyfriend and I was thinking of marrying him, and that I didn't want to go on an arranged marriage, but they told me to bring him along.
I didn't know that you had a boyfriend.
No, I don't have one. That's why I want you to act as my boyfriend.
Act as your boyfriend?
Please! There's no one else I can ask to do this but you, Akira-kun!
To be honest, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Uh,
I like Haruka-san, and I'd like to help in any way I can, but the acting part is something that I'm not crazy about. Because, you know, you wouldn't ask someone you really like to do something like that, which means she's not interested in me, right? Nope, I'm not crying.
My parents' house is surrounded by greenery and lots of hot springs, so you can just think of this as travel of sorts, right? Please?
Okay, fine.
Really? Thank you so much!
So it's fine that we're going to Haruka-san's parents' house, but an hour's walk from the nearest bus stop after taking a train and a bus. It was so far away, and by the time we arrived, it was completely dark.
I'm home! Welcome back, Haruka. So, is that your boyfriend?
Nice to meet you. I'm Akira.
It must have been hard for you coming this far. I know it's in the middle of nowhere, but please take your time and make yourself at home.
Thank you very much. She's very young. Is she her sister?
Mom, where's Dad? He's waiting for you inside.
Did she just call her mom? Isn't she too young?
Dad, I'm home!
Haruka! Welcome back!
Hey, stop it! I'm already a college student!
Age has nothing to do with kinship between parent and child. Oh, you must be Akira-kun. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming all this way, son-in-law. Son-in-law?
Hey, calm down, Dad. She's right. Let's talk about that after we have dinner.
All right. Please eat a lot, my son-in-law. Okay.
Aw, come on, Dad. Once again, this is Akira, the guy I've been dating.
It's nice to meet you. I'm so happy. I wondered what would have happened when she said she wanted to go to college in Tokyo, but I never expected she'd find a future husband there. Now our family is secured. I've even made arrangements for the wedding already. Wedding? It's always best to get these things done as soon as possible. I also informed the other villagers. Tomorrow's wedding will be celebrated by the entire village. Tomorrow? Wait a minute. What? Don't worry. You can come back here after graduation, and I will continue to send money to Haruka as before. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm really happy for you two. Let us have a drink to celebrate.
I'll bring some drinks.
What's happening? After that, her father never took my concerns seriously. He was in a good mood and started guzzling alcohol, and after an hour, he fell asleep. So, can you explain what's going on?
Well, when I told my father about the boyfriend, he was so happy he told the whole village. And the story got bigger and bigger, and I can't tell them it was all a lie now.
Yeah, I can easily imagine him going full speed ahead without listening.
If they find out I'm lying, they'll stop sending money. And worst of all, they might force me to come back to this village. That's the one thing I absolutely don't want.
Do you really hate this place that much?
No. It's not that I don't want to come back to the village or get married. I'm an only child, and I plan to come back here eventually. But there's something I need to do first.
Something you have to do.
Akira-kun, what did you think when you first saw this village?
If I may say so without any reservation, it's a very, very rural area.
Exactly. The population is decreasing rapidly. There are only a few children. In the not-so-distant future, this village may well just vanish. So I want to find something I can do for the village in Tokyo and then come back.
So that's why you went to Tokyo for college?
Yes. I joined the travel club in hopes of seeing various local towns with my own eyes and discovering some hints for local revitalization. But really, I haven't been able to think of any ideas, though.
Haruka-san looked the most serious I've ever seen her. Unlike a student like me who is just going to college for the sake of it, Haruka-san has a goal. I was a little envious of that.
I didn't think they were going to actually plan a wedding.
Right. Shall we get married then?
What? Are you serious?
Calm down. We can just pretend, you know?
Pretend?
We'll have a wedding, but we won't register the marriage. It's not something that your father can just register on his own, and I think it would be good if we could just cover it up until you graduate. Once you enter the workforce, you will be able to support yourself, which will give you time to find that something you mentioned.
I see. But what happens to you then?
Well, seeing as I've come this far, I'll stay with you as long as I have to.
Thank you so much! You both must be tired today. Why don't you get some rest? Thanks, I will! Akira-san, I made a futon for you in Haruka's room, so please sleep together today.
What? But...
Oh, it's not like you started dating yesterday. You're like a married couple now, so there's no need to be shy, right?
This... What should we do?
If we make a fuss here, they'll know of our plans, so let's just sleep together tonight. And when I say sleep together, I just mean sleeping next to each other and not in a weird way.
Of course, I know.
Well, only if you don't mind, though.
I don't mind at all. And so the hectic first day passed. Wow, you look amazing.
Akira-kun, what do you think?
You look very beautiful.
Thank you.
The next day, we had the wedding without anyone suspecting a thing. Say cheese! I was confused because I didn't know how to do the wedding, but everyone in the village helped us, and I felt like I really got married. I just felt a little bad for all the people who were so happy to see us.
Well, we're leaving now.
Okay, have a safe trip home. Akira-kun, please take good care of Haruka.
You can count on me.
Akira-san, may I have a word?
Yes, ma'am?
You guys aren't really dating, are you?
What?
You don't have to hide it anymore. Her father doesn't seem to notice, though.
Sorry. I'm sorry for deceiving you. How long have you known?
From the first time we met. I guess that's what a mother's intuition is for.
So she knew we weren't dating, and yet she tried to get us to sleep on the futon together. That's what that meaningful smile meant.
I'm guessing Haruka asked you to pretend to be her boyfriend. Haruka and her father both tend to be a little pushy, and I'm sorry we put you through that.
Oh, please don't apologize.
I know Haruka can be a lot to handle sometimes, but please take care of her.
But I'm not her boyfriend, though.
But you think well of Haruka, don't you? I'm sure Haruka feels the same. Haruka is not the kind of girl who would ask someone she doesn't care about to pretend to be her boyfriend.
What makes you say that?
I know that because I'm her mother.
Her mother?
And don't feel bad about the wedding. I already told everyone in the village that you're not together. This village has little in terms of entertainment, so they were happy to just have the opportunity to get together and party.
It's kind of sad that Haruka-san's father is the only one who doesn't know the truth.
Well, if that's how you feel, next time come as a real couple.
I'll do my best.
Mom, are you done talking yet? We're going to miss our bus.
We're done.
Akira-kun, shall we go?
Yes. Thank you for taking care of us.
I'll come back to see you. I'm finally free.
I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, since we're here, let's stop by a hot spring before going home.
Haruka-san,
What is it?
please let me help you find something you can do for your village.
What?
I think 2 people are better than 1. Besides, I have a feeling I'll have another connection to this village.
Sure, let's work together.
And so, we left her parents' house after the pretend wedding. A few years later, we returned to Haruka's village and became members of a community revitalization project run by the youth of the village. Now we are using the knowledge we gained from our travel club to do a variety of jobs to help the village thrive.
Akira-kun, today we're going to take pictures to promote our village for the website. The destination is a secluded hot spring deep in the mountains, known only to those in the know.
Okay, I'll get ready right away.
I hope this will bring in a few more tourists.
I hope so too. Eventually, we would like to start our own business and contribute to further development of the village. That's what we both want to do for the rest of our lives.